We knew him when he built this house.
People
used to come and call me that they saw blood outside.
If somebody can throw a small girl of 10 years like this into a well life, then what else do you expect from us?
Recently, the police in Lagos arrested a 64-year-old grandfather, Olatunji Azeez. The reason for his detention sent shock waves around the country. He had been brought in for a crime so brutal no one could have imagined. To members of his neighborhood in Ajuwon, Ogun State, the suspect was simply a quiet and humble family man who always kept to himself.
Mr. Olatunji as a landlord, but all the time to fi gbé ládùúgbò wa kò darapọ̀ mọ́ wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí landlord. Gbogbo akitiyan tá ń ṣe, sanwó ọdẹ ní ṣe everything ni, kò sí kankan tó bá wa ṣe rí. Kò dẹ̀ wá sínú association wa rí, nobody tó mọ̀. But bí n pé àwa ń rí ládùúgbò pé ilé ò jìnnà sílé ọ̀dọ̀ wa. Èyí ni rírí tí èmi gan lè sọ pé mò ń rí.
But the true story of Olatunji Azeez is like a tale from the darkest pit of hell. It is a narrative of evil, greed, and false pretenses. On May 10th, 2014, a 68-year-old woman, Angela Carey, a retired customs officer, and a 10-year-old daughter were declared missing. Several weeks later, the two were found in the deepest depths of a well in the home of Olatunji Azeez. Well, this is the house where Olatunji Azeez, 64-year-old man, buried alive a 68-year-old woman, Angelina Carey, and our 10-year-old daughter. A gruesome and cold-blooded murder had occurred. What happened? How did it happen? And what was the motive? Today on Crime Fighters, we bring to you the full story of Olatunji Azeez, a self-professed traditional medical doctor, a killer doctor. While the wheels of justice are started to turn, in the cold and pathetic confessions of the killer doctor, there lies great lessons for all that cares.
We call you purposely this afternoon to let you know what we thought was a joke but turned out to be real. On 10th of May 2014, one Mrs. Angela Carey was reported missing at the New Okoba police station by the relatives. The case at Okoba was a case of missing person. And after all efforts at the police station level, there was no end headway. This woman was 68 years old and served last in the customs and got retired. Now, she disappeared with her vehicle. Luckily, the vehicle had a tracking device, which was traced to a dealer. The vehicle was met in a dealer's workshop, and one confronted the dealer confirmed that the vehicle was brought to him for sale by one Alhaji Olatunji Azeez, who incidentally we later discovered to be an herbalist who has hypnotized this woman for a very long time, and from the narrations of the family that he has taken well over 200 million naira both in cash and properties from that late woman. And from what we discovered after the arrest of this criminal was that the woman wanted a child And he now capitalized on that and started taking so much money from her. And I think along the line, the woman discovered that it was a fraud, scam, and she wanted her money back. One pressures were much on him to return the money. He took cleverly constructed something that looked like a well in his house and built a room for that purpose. Lured that woman into that. You can see this was a newly constructed building at the back of his house, and now dug a pit in one of them and spread mat on top of that pit and asked the woman to walk in to go and stay on the mat. Of course, the result of that is known. The woman caved in, and a child that she adopted, a 10-year-old child that she adopted, was with her. This heartless woman being threw this girl inside the well and started pouring sand until they were buried alive. And cleverly after that, having completed his actions, cemented that place. You could see the new cement here, and went back to rest, took the woman's car for sale. These things happened at Ajon Akute in Ogun State. We were able to recover the decomposed bodies of these victims from that well. Now, after throwing the human beings, we also threw their properties, their bag, and all the women's property inside the well. Those are recovered from the well. We have finished investigations, and we are going to charge him to court for murder, and we will leave that to the conscience of people who are going to proceed from where we stop.
I'm Olatunji Aziz, 64 years old, native of Ibadan. I'm living at number 9, Iriakari Crescent, Ajumo, Ogun State. I'm married with 5 children.
How many wives do you have?
3. I'm a grandfather. Yeah. Some of my children have been in the matrimonial level.
What do you do?
Tradomedical doctor.
What do you do exactly?
The tradomedical doctor is treatment of a patient in herb level, different type of illness, especially stroke, any invisible disease that worries somebody in the stomach that can cause operation in the hospital. By the grace of God, I normally treat them. Like pregnancy, unable to deliver instead of operation, they do deliver in my clinic normally, by the grace of God. And other illness like malaria, stomach ache, or jaundice, or different type of things like that. I've been on the field for the past 30 years, and they are successfully. Like arrow attack, that's a evil attack. In Yoruba, we call it offer. I was practicing it right from the life of my father, so I can say that I inherited it, but I learned for a master by myself. As a civil servant, salariana, before retire in roughly 30 years ago, I worked with Bristol Hotel at Martin Street as an hotel manager. By working, I was still practicing the job, even though for some of my staff. So when getting back home, I met some patients at home. I attended to them, and God bless me on it. My clinic is at Aguado here. So presently, I'm working in my house over there. And the one of at Aguado is inside the Aborode, but Olatunji Street, number 1. So I manage that one till I get the biggest, because I don't normally use the old building before, but now the lack of money, just maintain a little bit. So what brought me to SARS is, I can see that whatever gossip will happen, it will happen. It's a mistake on that side. I count it as a mistake, useless mistake in my side. So that even though my great grandchildren in the future will never have that type of annoyance again. So with a woman called Madam Curry, as I was telling you before, came to my clinic with one of my patients. I can't still say it's former, because some patients do left 2-3 years and come back. You call that lady Elizabeth. It's an age somebody as well. Brought us here. Yeah, for a friend though. she came for the same purpose of what I say, that evil attack. By that time, she complained that all her body, from head to down, always pepperish, the early before she can be able to see, especially in the night. They said that they have went together for many places. I said, okay, bring her, God will help. If it is something I can do, when I'm getting to me, but most of the cases, if I can't do, I will tell you. In that case, she came, but then, and she narrated as a problem. I said, okay, if that is the case, you cure. That's the way I knew the lady. And she cured. She was curing clear by that time, within a month. So before getting to roughly 3 months, all the circle of the eyes that are black, it look black like this, clear off. But roughly 6 months later, another attack enter. They shoot her from another side. So I come and say that it is determined people that follow you. So I cure that. I come and give a permanent cure in that. Make that arrow not to enter again. So from there, she appreciated that coming. And we took ourselves as a family customer. So most of my children know her. I do go to her house. She normally came to me. Even though if I pass her through her area without having any aim of visiting, I say, let me check social place at home. She normally do that. So from there, she jumped to the matter of barrenness, looking for the child. She said that she is divorced for over 15 years or 20 years before coming to me. But she have a boyfriend. Even though if the boyfriend doesn't need the child, she is the one that need that child. She don't even beg. She will never beg anybody to care for the child. Okay. I say, if that should be the case, because somebody without husband, there's no way you can come here that you say you are looking for the child. Children can never draw from home, and there's no way a woman can get the child without man. No way a man can get it without woman. Yes. And we started gradually. But she told me that she had been to many places working for her. That same somebody that needs something, you can go to a different hospital. Our way is to get the solution, my dear sister. So I wasn't blame her. So not until roughly getting to 2 years now, when she told me that she have a problem, she was fed up. It's a story, because if I just jump to how the thing happened, you will never know. So she told me that she want to run away because this matter is getting too much. By that time, she said that she was unable to carry all the leg and inside the stomach so big, like say they put the rock there. And she went to hospital. They say it's not a it's not a fibrous. She's near her life. But I said, what do you want to do? She said that she want to sell her house. I said, okay. But that one is not enough. After selling your house, where are you going to live? He said, I should not worry. If it's not possible to move out of the country immediately, she better get a small bungalow to live. He said, after all, this one she's living is a 5-bedroom duplex. If you can get like 4 or another 5 bungalow, it's still equivalent. Only the fantastic of the house will be the rent. I said, okay. So on that case, she negotiated after selling the house without my experience. This one say nothing but the truth. But if somebody under the cage, how this story will, somebody will say a lot of things. So, come and told me that she had already sold the house. But all the time they were negotiating, bargaining for it. House cannot, it's not something that they can just sell within what is not the bread or something like that. So, how much you sell it? You say 74 million. I wish you good luck. What's your preparation? Are you out of the country? Are you preparing yourself? You say no. He's going to buy that bungalow. But I should please, if I buy that bungalow, I should first of all put my name. That she want to put the eyes of her family, diverted out of her family, out of her. That when she's living in that type of place, so small, she will tell the family that she rented there. But later, when the preparation get closer, so I should change the name to her. She asked me to bought the house in lieu of my name, to divert the eyes of her family out of her wealth. When they know that she sold the house, she's living in a rented house. Yes. And she will never tell them the meaning and their mission. He said, but when she says so, I said, but that one is not normal now. He said, if I don't do it, you have another person to do it. Make her just get the house. So he said, you can put the name of another person. I come and look, okay, I will help. And I put the name. So she was living there. But December last year, he called me that probably by January or February, she will out of the country. I said, okay. He said, we should make the change of name. I said, it's even good like that. We bought the house 8.5. We bought the renovation and everything, roughly 7 million. You know, as I bought the house in my name, it just beat that 8.5. What was renovation money? So, in that case, I did it in lieu of total of roughly 70 million, included the renovated money. I also person sold the house to you at the rate of 17 million. So that's it. So she was with her, including the normal one that I used to bought it. If they go to her house, search the house, they may see it. So in this case, things go like that. That one is. So after selling that house, so she wasn't discussing anything about barrenness with me for a period of 2 months. But she told me that out of that money, she's going to keep part of it. If it is not 50, at least 40 into the bank. But she used another bank separately, different to the one our family, the bank our family have already know. 2 months later, she came to me that she had been working on that barrenness matter. I said, okay, working on it. I wish you good luck. Is there any improvement? Is God grace you? He said, no. He said, but you have already spent roughly 15 million. I said, 15 million. Out of the remaining money, he said, you are traveling, you are taking. I said, no. He said, that one is have been in the bank. I said, are you succeeded? He said, no. I said, okay. If you are yet to succeed, Almighty God will be with you. He said, won't I talk? I said, what do you want me to say again? Nothing I can say. You have already go there. So, and you become their victim, collected 50 million from you. He said, she want me to participate. I said, and what I've already told you that is not possible. He said, no. He said, they have already told her. All our spiritual father in the churches, they have told her that it's something that will be possible. I said, okay. Thank God. But second week she came, worry. I struggled. When I struggled, I said, okay. Period of 3 weeks, she hasn't come to my place. A month later, when she came, she said that, Daddy, you don't even say that you don't see me. I said, I don't see you. You have many places. He said, because I said that, continue saying that she can't bear child again. I said, you are trying to put me wrong. When I come and see that the way she's talking, I said, okay. If you want me to participate, I participate. Because without saying that, I believe that she go there and they will, all the one in her bank now. If our family can be able to trace our bank, they will see this type of money there. If they can be able, assuming that she open up for them, they will see the money there. So I know they will collect all that money with merciless way. I can't say, oh, I will try. I know that the circumstances facing her is to get the child.
He's a very quiet man, and he doesn't associate with people much in the area. So he's an easygoing man.
He was a loner who appeared to shy away from close interaction or any sort of conflict. But when a woman and her daughter left their home on the 10th of May 2014 and never returned, the police were notified. At first, it appeared like a case of missing persons, but through intensive investigation, the cops uncovered something totally unexpected. the long arm of the law finally caught up with Olatunji Azeez, and his mask of deception was brutally yanked off. The self-professed herbalist had buried a 10-year-old girl and her 68-year-old mother alive in a well.
I know that the circumstance facing her is to get the child, and she don't mind to spend any amount. So, in this case, you see how much she's going to cost? I said 10 million. To use that 10 million to pay for her, it will maybe she will run back. I said that's very small thing. I said 10 million, even to 50 million. Is it too much for the children matter? I said okay. Second day she came, put 2 million down. Gradually, she be able to pay up to 9 million. Nobody put hand to my mouth before saying all this. This is exactly what is happened. This is what I'm saying. You know, it's not under duress, it's not under anything. I said the fact, but nothing more than that. That's a amount I collected from her. So in that case, she continued taking her drugs. Herbal drugs, the one we normally prefer. So roughly 9 months, she saw there's no improvement. I told her the offer. She said there's no improvement. Second week later, she came to me that the one in the church has no improvement. The one of my own self has no improvement. She would like to stop and collect her money. I said okay. Put it in that in lieu of this, you are going to medical law hospital. If it's 10 billion there, will you be able to collect your money? He said that one is different. He said the more, this is not an hospital. He said it's not an hospital. So that's what she dragged her. I said I can never pay you cover. Well, now when I see that she is getting worried most, so I said that I will pay you your money. So they come back. And she came by that time. I'll be able to give her part of the money, 300, 200 at times, but able to become 2.5, remain 6.5. The reason I made that prayer first time in the beginning of the interview is that the anger that can cover the eyes of anybody make it not happen to him or her, even to my great-grandchildren. So that day she came. He said that I came for the matter of my money. As I say, Elijah, I say I don't have money now. You are not forcing me. It's not under duress. I say that I will give you, and I pay 2.5. He said no. He said I should look. Without collecting that money today. He said without collecting that money today. He said definitely tomorrow she have to collect the money. I say okay. If the money is a grand, but what you say, all up all the shaking, he said, and I will do the right thing for you. You just go wild immediately, as if you don't even know ourselves, and I will show you that I'm a real military man. I even hear by say is a custom officer retired for that matter. Is he a military woman? Is he a military? I say, you are not a military. He say what? He say police are using gun, custom are using gun. I say okay. In that case, I say let's continue our joke. He said it's not a matter of joking. If I come here tomorrow without meeting you, I will not ask for that money again, and I will do my worst. He said, what are you going to do? I say I can do and you are going to shoot me. He said, if I shoot you, as I meet you in the house now, nobody at home. I can do whatever I want to do and get away. I say I need the money by woman. I come and think that somebody was pressurizing this woman. She need to get this one and carry it to somewhere. That's why she was insisting like this. That threatening is getting, it's not a just ordinary threatening. You can see the fire in her eyes. I say okay. If you come here, so if I don't give you the money, you can do and undo. I say yes. I say okay. But if you kill somebody, the dead body of that person can never give you the money. And he said that I will know that I satisfy my conscience. I can't look that is where evil intercept. Come and look at her. I say, if I say this woman will never do this and do it, as I came to you come tomorrow and meet me and my children. If it is 2 or 3 of us that meet at home, shoot every one of us and get home. Who is going to answer? I say, okay, don't worry. I come and ask him, so I come and ask her something. I said, this threatening you are making now, it's getting too much. I will report it to police. If I report her to police, she and the police will settle because they are in the same part. And after the settlement, she will come back to me with a double attack. That is where the evil enter. I go and say, okay, before you make up your mind to that level, this one have already become a war. I will kill you first. I say that one in my mind. Before you kill me and my children. In the back of the yard, there was a pit there. Like this water going like this. The way we normally diverted the water to. But I did that one because of the water that normally flooded in the back of the house to divert the one there. So that one is there for that purpose. So that one is over 4 months. Over 4 months before that incident. So, but yet to cover. Before I want to use it in a plumbing system. So when the work hit underground, so and the pan, I put the pan on top. So in that case, things like that happen. I just went there. That is where the evil does its own. So cover it with the mat and put the white cloth there to resemblance my former temple that I normally go, that will never see the difference. And she like anything spiritual, traditional something. She love it so much. In the back of the house.
Back of the
house, like this place.
Okay.
It's not inside the house. So I would normally even put the generator there. By coming down, they say, Elijah, why do you leave me here? Do you think that I'm not serious? I said, no. It's because of you I went to that place. They said, because of what? I said, okay. I calm her down as a man. I said, we need prayer. He said, okay. Yeah, he said, we never objected the prayer. But I should remind that when they come tomorrow without meeting Harmony, she will show surprise. Okay. That's it. I walk down into the temple and saw her. He said, Elijah, Daddy, how far? Any one of your houses, you normally get the temple there. I said, okay. Yeah. But this one is fantastic. I say more than fantastic. But I never use that place for temple. I just use it for emergency of that incident. So start praying. I tell her to walk on it. She hold her daughter. I say, leave the daughter aside. And she say, since she have been coming to me, has she ever go to somewhere without her daughter? Even though, if you want to see like the eat anything, her daughter will normally say, I say, oh, I forget. Instead of me to stop at that very particular time, because I've already make up my mind that this mess must end today. Instead of you to come tomorrow and start unnecessary embarrassment, when you cover your eyes, if my children are sat over after shooting me, you won't look at them only like that and go. I have to deal with you. As he walked straight, she fell in the pit. So at the way she hold her daughter, that dragged the daughter inside.
Inside the same pit?
Yeah, inside the same.
Just one hole?
Yeah, just one hole. Like this place. So that is it. That is where evil did her work. And that's what brought all these bad incidents. So but I was shocked when something I've done there, when there is no adjustment, nothing you can do to make up your mind that this is how it is. So after I was the one that carried the sound by myself because nobody at home. My wife living together with them, so I went to a shop with the children. I went to a normal destination. For the roughly 3 hours we used over there, it was only me and her. And I I used probably 60 buckets cover over there.
After falling into the well, did she say anything to you?
No. She only say, she just said, somebody, something happened to somebody, immediately, you know, have to shout. So when getting down there, I wasn't hear anything again. And the child wasn't see anything. Was I worried about daughter? Okay. I come and think that by releasing this daughter, can I take her to home, to our house? Is another implication. Just assume that she's the one that went to my house, shoot me, and kill my children. She will find a way to get out because nobody to witness her. That's why I can't treat it as a battlefield. So when came back in the evening, I looked down there because all where I was able to cover by that time is not more than this. No. So surprisingly, I saw the daughter on top of the sand. We are feverish, but she have already felt. Shouted her name, so because that very particular time, because the people living with me at home, I was unable to tell them. So when I see that she's no more herself, the daughter.
Who were those living with you?
I see my wife and my children. Although the time of that incident, they went to their normal business destination. So when coming back in the evening, around 6:37, I looked there. I come and refill another sand. Leave it there. That due to my capacity. And following day, I got those labels. Somebody, something happened to somebody, immediately, you know, I have to shout. So when getting down there, I wasn't hear anything again. And the child wasn't see anything. Was I worried about daughter? Okay. I come and think that by releasing this daughter, can I take her to home, to our house? Is another implication. Just assume that she's the one that went to my house, shoot me, and kill my children. She will find a way to get out because nobody to witness her. That's why I can't treat it as a battlefield. So when came back in the evening, I looked down there because all where I was able to cover by that time is not more than this. No. So surprisingly, I saw the daughter on top of the sand. We are feverish, but she have already felt. Shouted her name, so because that very particular time, because the people living with me at home, I was unable to tell them. So when I see that she's no more herself, the daughter.
Who were those living with you?
I see my wife and my children. Although the time of that incident, they went to their normal business destination. So when coming back in the evening, around 6:37, I looked there. I come and refill another sand. Leave it there. That due to my capacity. And following day, I got those laborers. Normally have a pack filling. I say, you need your job to come and do for me. So, and when they get there, I show them and they look inside. I say, purpose I want to use it was not used. I want to use it for the diverted of the water, but I don't need it again. I want to divert every water in the front. I say, okay. So that is it. That's why they fill it back. So on that case, that is the end of the situation. When I come and see that it looking like this, because I was planning to cement that place before, to use it for the generator house. So I cemented it. I put in the generator there before this incident happened. After that incident, I look at the car. I saw a lot of baggages there. Is this woman traveling? She want to travel after leaving this place or something like that? I say, okay. Even though if I want to take this vehicle out, there's no way I can take it out together with this baggage. And the luggages, I have nothing to do with it. I have to remove all the luggages. So, rest in peace, go together with your luggage anywhere you are going. This is how God said that. So I cover the baggages with the sand. So took the vehicle out. I was thinking that this vehicle, when I checked there, no particular, no anything. Thinking of taking the vehicle down to our house and tell the people in the house that this was sister, because she's living with one of our sister in the house. Came to my house home and see that she want to go and buy something in the market. Unable to say, I come and think that if I see this is not a perfect lies now. So I have to call one boss. And somebody come to my house, that one will easily leak. They're selling the car. It's a dealer. Come and take this car. This is the story. But we are not selling it. Let me think what we are going to do with it. She asked me about who is the owner. I said, the owner said you want to go and bring the particular, but I wasn't here. So until I see her, before you can be able to sell it.
He bring the motor for me. As he bring the Camry for me, so I asked him the document. Give me vehicle and insurance. I tell him that we can't buy motor with vehicle and insurance. Go and bring the remaining document. And then the vehicle and insurance, I saw name of woman there. I asked the woman, where is the woman? This is the name of the woman in this document. So he can't tell me say the woman is travel. So I tell her that if there is no the woman, we can't buy motor or we can't help me sell motor. So let the woman come. You bring the woman and you bring the remaining document before we can sell the motor. So along the line, I just see police. They're gonna cover the motor there. They're gonna say it's stolen vehicle. So I can't call him that the motor that you give me, they say that it's stolen vehicle.
And the boy come and meet me, say, yes sir, they are looking for the vehicle, and at the same time they say they are looking for the owner. I say, okay, they are looking for the owner. You don't worry, owner will soon come back, but I will appear that I'm the one that give you the vehicle. And the following day I went to his shop, met her absent. I waited for him. So it's not up to 3 minutes. The police came. Those people know me with him. Just pointed to me that that's the man that gave the vehicle to him. And I said, yes, I'm the one. Wherever you want us to go, let us go. And they said that it's from Okoba. We came down to Okoba together. But I wasn't tell them that this is the real incident by then. When something happened like that, you have to cover up. So I was just telling them that he brought the car to me. Just in matter of defense. You have to defend yourself first. That is it, my dear sister. But it's very regrettable. But what we done will be done. Because in that very particular time, even for second day, I went there and said, this is an atrocity. I vow God not to let me commit it. But if something happens, it has already happened. I can't tell you that. I would do me that she's the one first of all shoot me. And shot my children and get away.
Your family, do they know that you are here?
They knew.
They know you are here?
They knew.
Have they been here to see you?
They came here twice, but...
Did you see them?
I saw them. More than feeling. I feel bad. I feel that it's an embarrassment to them as a father. What am I going to tell them? They don't have experience. They don't even know anything. Not until the publication of the paper.
What do you think your children and grandchildren will think?
They will think bad. They will say, Daddy, what brought you to this? That's what they are going to say.